Morning and welcome back to Alan's Allotment. Thanks for popping along and joining me today. It's the 4th of November. Happy birthday to me. So since the last video that you've seen, we've made quite a bit of progress and things are starting to go along quite nicely now. It's really cold, as you can probably see from my breath and the steam off my coffee. I've just arrived up at the allotment. We've got quite a bit of progress now and we're getting quite a number of chicks at various ages. I've got some outside now in the little coop that we bought and they're doing fine. Then we've got another batch that's 4 weeks tomorrow, 4 weeks old, and then we have another batch which are a week old tomorrow, and we've been making some progress on the pen and we'll give you a little look at that shortly. I'm just going to finish my cup of coffee and then we'll give you a little look around. Right, so the first thing is I can't remember if you've seen the footage or not of when we got the storm that took all of these windows completely out, every bit. I've redone the windows on this shed. This is the plastic that came off the polytunnel, the old plastic, which has been on the polytunnel 4 or 5 years, and I cut the good bits out of it and we've used it on there. And over there you'll see I have another little chicken coop that I bought some time ago, and I didn't pay a lot of money for it. It was on Facebook. I think it was £30, and these things are like 100 quid to buy on eBay, but I wouldn't pay that for them. But I can reinforce that and make it good, and that's going to be for this next batch of chicks that's going to be coming outside very shortly. I've also got this shed to clean out with wood. There's wood and tin sheets and whatever in there. Find somewhere for that, and we're going to use that as a rearing shed. And I've got some more tin sheets here which we're going to put a pen on here as well so they can come outside. I'm also, these are all plans over the next few weeks. I'm also going to put another shed up here on stilts and use that as a pen. These are going to be for the breeds that are for the ones I'm keeping out of the chicks and keep them pure breeds. Excuse me, I can't remember if I've showed you these, but these are my Isabella Welsummers. Absolutely beautiful. We bought these. They're becoming a point of lay very shortly, and beautiful birds. A little bit expensive, but we'll get my money back on selling the eggs and rearing chicks and selling those. Right, let's move on. There's not too much more to show you, but yeah, it's been a hard work. I've got this shed still to clean out. And this, all the chicks will come out the other side, round the back, around here into this pen. I think I've showed you this video where we built this, and these two sleepers still need to come out, and all of this will be for rearing chicks as well. And this is the little coop that I bought on Marketplace, and I assembled this last week, and we've now got the 3 chicks that was raised under the clocker, and there is 3 Wyandottes. It's pretty poor light. I'm not sure how well this is coming out, but there's also 3 little Wyandottes in there as well. Bantams, which we'll be keeping for breeding stock. And then last but not least, we'll give you a look at how the chicks are progressing in here. So under here, these won't be too long until they're off heat. They're still sitting under there at the moment, but as you can see, there's a big gap now. They don't need it quite as much. It has been cold over the last few days, mind. So these are mostly Leghorn, Bantam Leghorn, and a couple of my own crossed with the leg bars, which will be blue egg layers. And these are the chicks now. They're all under the plate as well, because it's rather cold today. That we've just last hatched, that you've seen in the earlier clips. Right, so I've just came in for put the kettle on and get another cuppa. It's 1 PM now. But that little coop that I showed you earlier, I've now rebuilt it. Now, they have a nerve to charge the price they do for these things. I mean, I think that particular one on Amazon or Facebook is something like 130, 150 pounds even. And it was so flimsy. But needless to say, I've strengthened it all up and made it far better than it ever was, and it'll be half decent by the time I'm finished. So I've got it fully assembled except for the top lids and the roof, because I've been making a lot of modifications to it, a lot of strengthening. There wasn't even any perches with it, beggars belief. So I've strengthened all of the bottom, strengthened the framing, we've put perches in, I've added strengtheners for the roof when it goes on. And there isn't even any doors, so you can lock them in if you wanted to. So you needed to catch them up and move them to another place. You couldn't close the doors, so the minute you opened the front door to try and go in there, they would have been out, and you just would never have caught them. So I'm having to do that as well. I'm making 2 sliding doors that I can operate from the outside. So, it's a little slow going, but it'll be worth it when it's done. And I know that all of the chicks will be safe in there once they do go outside. Because they need, certainly the ones that are 4 week old, next weekend I think we're going to have them out, whatever the weather. They need to be outside. They thrive so much better when they're outside. Right, and there we have it. So basically, this is 10 foot long by 2.5 feet wide, and for chicks, rearing chicks, or even keeping bantams in, it's fine. It's not too bad a size inside, as you can see. I've just been strengthening everything up. I've just put 2 really sturdy, strong perches in. There was no structure to the top. This was just flimsy as anything. There was no structure to the back. I've put a support strengthener in there. I've put extra support strengtheners here, and I've now just made these sliding doors. There was no doors on this at all, and consequently, as I say, if I needed to lock the birds in, there's no way I could. Now I can. The lids have still got to go on the top of here, and I've still got to put the roof on. That's a 5-minute job. But before I do that, I'm going to position it where I actually want it. I've just put it here to build it before we do that. Right, that's me done for the day. It's 3 o'clock and I need to go and get myself ready to go out for my birthday meal with all the family, the wife and the children and the grandchildren. But I've now got this fence up, and I've got this little coop finished, and I said the fence is up, the bottom part of the fence is up, and this is also up here, but there's obviously a gate got to go in here, and for the night I've just simply screwed to the side of the shed. That needs cut tomorrow. In fact, it needs cut back here somewhere because there's a gate to go in between there, so we need another post in, and then we need a gate made as well. But for now, that's a really good day's work, and it's good progress. So we'll give you a final roundup in the shed, hacked myself to bits again. I've got more plasters than enough. I'm always doing it. Right, I'll give you a round up in the shed. Right, as always, thanks for popping along. Thanks for all your likes, dislikes, comments, subscriptions, suggestions, donations, and just for following along. Hopefully we'll provide you with some different content, gardening style. However, it's getting to that time of year now where I need some other interest, which is why I'm doing the chickens. The weather's turning for the worse, and I'm not going to be trying to fight on growing through winter this year. So not sure when I'll be back, but wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.